In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up vouchers in the system. Now, before we get started, it's important to note that vouchers are not the same as coupon codes. I showed you how to set up coupons and discounts in the products playlist, but a voucher is slightly different. It acts as sort of a gift card. So imagine your gran has given you a gift card because she doesn't know what you like, so here you go. That is what a voucher is. It counts as a sort of cash payment towards your order. So before I actually show you how to create a voucher, I'm actually just going to open Bob's side and we're going to order a product. So if I come here and I scroll down to my catalog and I buy my product, you'll notice here that there's nowhere for me to put in a voucher or coupon code. And that is because we only show that if a voucher or coupon code is available. So if this user has been issued a voucher, then they will see a place in the checkout for them to be able to use that voucher. The same for coupon codes. If you've applied coupons to specific products, in the checkout, you'll be able to see that coupon section. And this is because you don't really want people navigating away from the checkout and searching for codes that they can then put into the checkout to get a discount. So this keeps them in the checkout and gets them through that checkout process. All right, so let's navigate back to the admin area. And now we're going to create a voucher. So I'm going to come here to my vouchers on the left-hand side in my orders section. And I'm going to add my first voucher. And I'm going to make this a $200 value voucher. And you'll see here that I have to issue this voucher to a contact. I can't just make a voucher and hand it out. It has to be given to a specific contact. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to Bob and I'm going to hit save. So now you can see that Bob has this unique voucher code. There is an amount, there is an available amount. So this is how much of that voucher they've spent or how much they haven't. You can also choose to give this voucher an expiry date. And so if you don't want them to have this voucher forever and ever and ever, you can say, hey, this is only valid for a year. So please use it within a year. So we'll just set this to March 2027. There we go. You can also see all of the activity here for that voucher. So let's go ahead and save this. And then we're going to navigate over to Bob's side and we're going to refresh the page. And you'll see that Bob now has a place to put that voucher code. I need to go ahead and copy that voucher code actually because I didn't do that. So let me quickly copy that code and then navigate back to Bob's side. And then I'm going to paste that code in here and apply it. So now you'll see that that has been subtracted from my voucher and I have a total of $101 left on that voucher. So I'm then going to put in my details, bob@demo.com, and it's Bob Burger and the rest of his details here. And we can go ahead and place that order. And you'll see that it didn't ask me for a payment method because, well, I had a voucher that covered the entire cost. So if I navigate back to the admin side and I refresh the page here, you'll see now that there is a different available amount, which is $101. And I can see the activity that Bob spent $99 on that order. And if I come here to my sales section, I can see that order and I can see that it was placed through the checkout. And it's here and it shows this as a payment because the system considers the voucher a cash payment. But if I go back to Bob's side and let's navigate back home and let's place an order for a different, slightly more expensive product. I've made them all $99. So we're going to do the subscription product. We're going to buy this. And I'm going to enter my voucher code again. I'm going to apply it. You'll see then that the checkout has subtracted that voucher amount and has given me the new total. So that is what I need to pay. And when I scroll down, I can make a cash payment. I can choose my payment method and I can place that order. Now when I navigate back to the admin area and I refresh the page, you'll see that there is a partial payment that's been made towards this order. When I click in, I can see exactly how it's been paid for. So I can see paid by customer $101 and that the remaining amount was $399. I can also see how this was paid for and that it is a voucher payment. And if I want to collect the full payment, I would then come to more actions and collect my payment as usual. And then when I navigate back to my vouchers over here, you can see that when I click into this, the full amount has been used and that the available balance is now 0. So that is how you can set up and issue vouchers in the system and how your clients can use them.